welcome to the latest episode of the Give My Head podcast. I'm Tim McGarry, joined by my comedy colleague
Damon Quinn.
We've lost Michael McDowell this week. We're a man down, but do not panic because we have something even more exciting to say. We've lost Michael McDowell, but it's going to be okay because we are sponsored, ladies and gentlemen, by our favourite sponsors, Phoenix Energy. Phoenix Energy are back sponsoring the podcast. Phoenix Energy, as you know, owns and manages the gas distribution network from Larne to Newcastle, fueling over 250,000 homes. You're from Mullingar.
Aye.
You don't have Phoenix Energy down there. You're Lurgan, Tony. Do you have gas down in Lurgan?
Gas, yes, the gas.
Do you have gas?
Yeah.
Do you like the gas? Do you like your gas?
It's great.
It's great. Did you hear that? That's
You freeze them without it.
Yeah, exactly. No instant heat, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Fueling the Future. The quick mention of the latest Phoenix Energy campaign is Fueling the Future. Campaigns for currently running on Billboard and socials. This is a brand new campaign around some of the exciting stuff they're currently working on, such as introducing biomethane to their existing gas network as a renewable alternative.
Do you know what biomethane is, boys?
No, to it.
Well, they make
I said no big words.
they make gas from animal waste.
You did say there wouldn't be
Yes.
any big words in there. The first word to come out of your Yeah. mouth.
We promised them no big words.
Yeah.
But instant heat,
All
instant hot water, Phoenix Energy, very easy to switch if you want to, if you've got electric or oil or whatever and you want to switch, go to phoenixenergyni.com. Fueling the Future, you'll find lots of great resources and information there. Thank you very much to Phoenix Energy. We appreciate your support and sponsorship. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about episode 60 odd of the Give My Head podcast.
Yep.
We have had football stars, we have had politicians, we have had comedians, we have had actors, we've had very few musicians. So we thought we're going to start having musicians on this show and we go to the top. We go to Irish legends, Irish musical legends. Ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to be joined by Foster and Allen. Thank you very much. Mick Foster and Tony Allen. Is this a bit like, are you two a bit like Ant and Dec? You have to always be at the same side. Is one side and one of the other
We're
side?
all at the same side.
Yeah,
Tony-
because
yeah.
when you
Yeah.
look you up, the first question is Foster and Allen still together?
Yeah.
And here is
Is
the
that
proof.
right?
Here is the proof.
And we confused people years ago with a record, with the record sleeves. Because, you know, we all stood this way. But then Foster and Allen, so Foster is over Tony and Allen is over me. And, you know, we go off the stage one night and my accordion at the time, I had Foster written down the front of it. And this old one called me over and she says, "Come here, are you Foster or Allen?" He says, "I'm Foster." He says, "Give me an name." I saw that, but I had to be sure.
You boys are kind of musical legends of Ireland. You've been going quite a few years now, 50 years? is it?
Over
Yeah,
50. It's
over
over 50. Well, we've been working together since the 60s.
Right.
But not
67
long
we
after
started.
that,
You were in one of the bands and then decided to not go solo but to go duo.
Yeah, well,
Go-
this fella here had been on to me. We played together in bands, and he'd been on to me.
And what sort of bands? We're talking show bands?
show
is it?
band type thing, yeah. And he said that he'd seen the Alexander Brothers in Mullingar,
Right.
and he reckoned there should have been an Irish version. So it took him about 4 or 5 years to
7, would you believe?
7 years.
Right.
68, I saw the Alexander Brothers, and it took me from 68 to 75 to convince them.
Right?
Right. So you were playing in bands before that. You were doing tours all around
Yeah.
Ireland and
Oh,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
So music's just in your... You're Mullingar.
aye.
You're Lurgan. Are you from Lurgan originally?
No, I'm originally
Westmeath.
from Westmeath. as well,
Westmeath,
yeah.
yes.
Right.
I'd been near Athlone and Moat, that area.
Right.
Actually, the very centre of Ireland.
The very centre of Ireland.
Dead
And
centre of
Some
Ireland.
people would argue that Lurgan is the centre of Ireland.
Maybe more the centre of the universe.
The centre of the universe. Some people might take the piss out of Lurgan, which we would
Yeah, which
never do.
I've seen a few TV shows over the years doing that.
But we would never do that. So what brought you to Lurgan?
A woman.
Right?
Always the way.
Always in it, yeah.
It's
yeah.
always the way, isn't it?
Trina is a backing singer with Daniel O'Donnell, and she came down to the studio in Moore, our studio, to sing on one of her albums,
Right.
and that was it.
Right.
I thought
Would-
she'd stay, but she didn't. She brought me with her.
So you boys have been going together since 75.
Yeah, constantly
And Foster and Allen since
since 75.
Wow.
You know, we used to tour all over the place, as in Ireland, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, America, Canada.
and we had #1 hit records in Australia and New Zealand and
Yes.
stuff like that. But now since we got older, we have just Ireland and the UK, and that's it. We've done away.
You don't do round the world anymore.
No, we did 20 trips to Australia. We figured that was enough.
20.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, do you appeal to the Irish diaspora around the world?
No.
Is that the
No.
do you
Complete opposites, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, we had hit records before they knew where we were from.
Right.
They didn't. And
Right.
then when
You
we
had
went
Maggie
out,
and a bunch.
all that, and
Before people knew where you were from.
yeah, and you see, we do a little bit of Irish dance music in the show, but not a whole lot. And so, we're at the end of the day, I suppose it's very hard to describe what we do because, you can't pigeonhole us. We're not trad, we're not folk, we're not rock. Middle of the road, as Tony says. And
Definitely not rock.
that's about it,
And was that the plan? Did you would stand out different because you weren't going to be
Kind of,
those-
it was kind of the plan, and the record company at the time decided we should wear different clothes.
Right.
And the Barry Lyndon film was
Right.
out at the time, and so they decided we should wear those. So we did.
That was the Barry Lyndon film with
Aye.
Ryan O'Neill.
Aye.
Yes.
And then that was in 75. In 82, we were on tour in America when we got word that we were on top of the Pops. And we used to go to America for March because St. Patrick's Day was the whole month of March in America. And we got the suits made up in green for America.
Yes.
So we had no other suits when we had to fly direct from America to London, only the green ones. And the media thought we dressed up as leprechauns.
I was going to ask you because I remember
yeah.
that. I remember watching that on Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
And going, oh my God, where'd they get those costumes?
Yeah.
So you actually had them made?
We had them
We were wearing
then
them from
from 75. And
Oh, you were wearing right. You see, some people would assume that was the English made you wear those, and
Oh, yeah.
that kind of was a bit of hi ho diddly hey hey, and
paddywhackery.
paddywhackery. But that was your stage costume.
yeah,
then?
from 75, that was
we
it.
didn't argue them. We said, go ahead, right?
Oh, no,
away,
right.
yeah.
We didn't disagree because we got more publicity.
Well,
over
you
the
certainly
suits
stood
and
out,
the-
yeah.
Oh, that's for
and
sure.
the
yeah.
song,
But Bunch of Time was a huge hit. It was a hit in Ireland in 79, wasn't
That's
it?
right,
And
yeah.
then you appeared on Top of the Pops in 1982. It was a hit again.
You talk, I'm Taylor.
Yeah.
talk.
79, yeah. It was released in
He's very good at talking.
Oh, yeah. In 79 it was released here and went to
Yeah.
#1 the Irish charts.
Yeah.
And then our record company at the time, CMR Records, got a deal in England
Yeah.
with Mick Clerkin's company,
Ritz
Yeah.
Records.
Ritz Records. And
Yeah.
they had just had a hit with the Furies, Sweet 16.
Yes.
So they released this as a kind of a follow-up.
Yeah.
And the next thing it was number 22 and then number 18. in
I
the
remember that song, and you couldn't go anywhere without hearing it.
chart. Oh, that's good.
Anywhere you went, shopping centres, everything.
Yeah.
It had it, and I could hear them asleep. I think I can probably still hear it.
Who were you on Top of the Pops with? Did anybody?
82.
1982. Did you?
Bonetown Rats,
Boomtown Rats.
Adam and the Ants, the Nolans,
Right.
The Goombay
Goombay Dance
were
Band were number one.
The Goombay Dance Band.
Aye, they were number
What
one.
was that?
7 Tears was their song.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They were number one.
And,
Who else?
They decided that an accordion wouldn't look right on top of the Pops. And they asked me would I use a guitar.
Right.
And I knew as much about guitar as a pig did about a bank holiday. So I had to get Tony to show me 3 or 4 chords, and that's what I used. And Dexy's Midnight Runners were on after us, a pop band, and they had an accordion.
Yeah, of course. Famously.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were-
Dexys.
Yeah, they were brilliant. So, how does this work? Back in '82, you're literally miming. Is that
Well, no, yeah,
is that
yeah,
everybody
right.
did it? Because there were some
No, you
people
had, to,
who
you had to sing live, but you had to record the track in the BBC studios that day or the day.
you sang live,
Yeah, but
but
He
with
was
a backing
miming, but
track.
Tony sang live.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, he couldn't go wrong, but he could.
I was singing
Right.
live, but you couldn't even use your own backing track. You had to use the BBC orchestra to make.
Oh,
the backing
right.
track.
Oh, for
Yeah.
copyright and all that sort of
so
stuff.
They,
and they did
Anand
these.
made a perfect job of
Yeah.
it. But it was good fun.
And was it good crack, or
Oh,
was it
great
kind of
crack.
in and out?
Well, he'd
and-
never seen Top of the Pops.
Oh no, I'm allergic to
You
pop
know,
music.
You're allergic to
Oh,
pop.
I break out in spots when I hear it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd never seen Top of the Pops since I was on it.
Right.
You'd never sing Top of the
So
Pops.
you'd never heard the theme tune, the Top of the Pops?
No.
no.
That's Led Zeppelin.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I was a big fan of Top of the Pops.
Right.
Because in those days you'd be rushing home from school of a Thursday evening to see Top of the... And the other big thing that time was the Monkees.
Yeah.
They were
Yes.
on every week from America, you know.
Yes.
He'd never seen either of them.
Right.
Only
And
Monkees.
there's a slight age difference between you lads, isn't
There
there?
is 4 years and 2 months.
Only, that's not much. I thought it was more than that.
We've only got
Did you have a go at him for being old, young?
Yeah, I said, look, what can I do? He grew a beard to try and look more.
Catch up.
Yeah, look more
older,
mature.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
look very mature
Yeah,
with a beard.
very,
Yeah,
very.
It helps. Yeah.
yeah. A bunch of time though. It originates from. I mean, it's quite an old song, isn't it?
It's an old English folk song, yeah.
Yeah.
Christy Moore brought it back from England.
Yeah, it's
that
about losing your virginity or something.
That's
the one,
it's
yeah,
the best
yeah.
camouflage dirty song you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
Christy was singing on one of his own albums. That's where I heard it, and we used to do it in the pubs and clubs and that, you know, because the people wouldn't even listen to it, but I still thought it was great, you know. And we recorded it on an album, and Liam Hurley, who produced the album, got on to the record company and said, "Lads, it's a great song. You have to."
Right.
And they said, "Nah, it's too slow," and all the rest, you know.
Right.
He said, "No, you have to take that."
It's
out."
slow, but you're saying it's a dirty song. It's not
Yeah,
about,
no,
it's not about, it's not about herbs and all.
No,
and
a lusty
seasoning
sailor.
of
No,
your
a lusty sailor comes
Yeah.
along,
Yeah.
and he takes her virginity.
Yeah, which is a bunch of
Apparently,
time.
in those days, the women on the docks wore a bunch of time
Right.
to show that they were virgins.
All right.
Oh, really?
And when they lost that, they had to get rid of the bunch of time.
Right.
Oh, well.
That's the story Laurie Honeyford told me. I don't know after
Right.
that.
Right. Interesting.
And we're not going to get into an argument with Laurie.
No, you wouldn't. No, I don't think so.
So it's a dirty song about losing your virginity then?
That's exactly it.
Wow. I did not know that.
Oh,
See,
you live and you learn.
I know. Well, that's it. You
It's
know.
a poor day you don't learn
You'll
something.
be telling me that Teenage Kicks is about something that I didn't know at all. So, guys, I mean, you worked with a certain agent of ours who
Yes.
we know, a mutual friend.
Yes.
Mr. Hull.
Called
Mr. David Hull.
David Hull. We're trying to
We
get
still
David
work
Hull
with him.
onto this show because David Hull has loads of good showbiz
Yeah,
stories.
he's a bit shy though.
He's a bit shy.
Yeah.
He's surprisingly shy.
Yeah.
But we find that if you, Mr. Hull, if he gets us gigs, right, and he does get us lots of gigs,
Yeah.
but if something goes wrong, and you go, if you ring up David and say, I can't do the gig, he wouldn't take that.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that. You have to be.
It's all right if he
decapitated.
cancels.
He'd have
So
a-
it's all right if he cancels.
He'd have a sense of humour failure in a situation like that.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been looking after you for 40 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
at least, maybe more.
Maybe more, yeah.
Right.
Because
David is one of the top promoters in Northern Ireland. He's actually retiring soon,
He
as
is,
we
he
know.
was telling me that,
Yeah.
we used to do a week in the Arts Theatre every year.
Right.
But that was for downtown, wasn't
That
it?
was for
Alistair something.
He used to work for Downtown Radio.
I think we started with David in Banbridge, in the cinema in Banbridge, was
Probably,
it?
yeah.
And us and Jean Fitzpatrick and different
Gene.
ones like that. And,
Birdie Sweeney used to work.
yeah.
Birdie.
Yeah,
Good
Birdie.
He used to work with Birdie in the,
Absolutely.
in the
Yeah.
Arts
Birdie,
Theatre.
Birdie was on Give Me a Head Piece a couple of times.
Yeah,
was,
Birdie was great,
Birdie,
crack.
Birdie, God rest him. Lovely, lovely man.
Yeah,
Great.
gentleman.
Great. And I didn't realise he started his career, he was called Birdie because he did bird impressions. It was kind of. So do you guys kind of are on the sort of, in terms of showbiz, there's a couple of things, and David Hull always say this, longevity is a key. The fact that you've survived 50 years says a lot about you and your appeal to a very wide audience. But also, I mean, it can be quite a tough business. It can be, there's... you guys aren't rock and roll, because you don't really even like rock and roll. But is there drink and women and drugs and all of that? Did you have all that phase, or did you not bother with that? I know somebody's wife sitting behind you here.
As we speak.
Cover their ears. Cover their ears.
Did you get through that phase? Did you have? Do you throw? We're Foster in Ireland throwing TVs out of hotel windows.
I am
wrecking
77
things.
years of age and I've never seen a drug.
Most of the hotels we stayed
I don't know what
in
they
didn't have
look
it
like. I
like
don't know what they smell like.
Yes.
Drugs?
Aye.
Or drink?
No, I had an odd drink, all right, but
had
very,
an
very
odd
few,
drink?
and very few. Neither of us drank as such. Tony never had a whiskey or a pint in his life.
Really?
And,
Really?
never.
I don't like
And
beer. I drink glass of wine or something. But it'd
Right.
be
I'd
very,
sooner
very
a Fanta or a Club Borden.
But what about? I mean, you must have been doing all the pubs though. I mean, that was kind of the
Aye.
heyday of.
It was, yeah, but
Irish
you had
pubs.
to drive for maybe 2 or 3 hours and drive home again. So.
Oh right, yeah. Because like it's all changed now. But like I remember, like when you went to a pub in Ireland, and very often there was a lock-in. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you don't get that nowadays.
No.
Nowadays
Now and
you're-
again, but
you're
very
out at-
seldom,
But
yeah.
no, but it would be inevitable that there would be, particularly in the
music
country.
biz,
Oh yeah, yeah.
And everyone was painting away, and of course. The other thing was the whole pub was just thick with smoke.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Everybody smoked as
Yeah.
well, which is the thing. Is
Well,
you
in
were
the very
breathing your way through it.
in the very early days, there was just the two of us. We had
Yeah.
no backing musicians or anything, and we just drove, did the job, and drove home again. Neither of us.
Right.
It was nothing to do with driving. Just
Yeah,
neither of us
Yeah.
were into drinking, and
But that was the kind of thing. It was the late pub, and very often you'd say, "Well, where's the guards?" And they'd say, "That's the guard there up at the bar.
Yeah.
That's him having his paint in a
yeah,
short."
that's for
Yeah,
certain.
we had a situation in Mort one night in the pub, and a fella came knocking on the door, right, to get in. And the guy that owned the pub says, "Go away, you can't come in with clothes." He said, "If you don't let me in," he says, "I'm going to ring the guards." The man says, "If you don't go away, I'll send out the guard."
Very good, and very true, I'm
Well, it
sure.
was true, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys then are you started in 75. Success wasn't immediate, was it, or was kind of?
It
you
was
go
pretty
to a
good,
certain-
yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Well,
pretty good
yeah,
from
it
the
was
start.
pretty good from the start because we were very lucky. In the 70s, every village in Ireland had a real good singing lounge, as we called them, a cabaret lounge, And you had groups like the Furies and the Dubliners and Brendan Grace and a load of acts that were working, Dermot O'Brien. All these guys were doing the cabaret circuit, So it was there.
Yeah.
And once you got into the place, some of them ran maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, So once you got in at all, you get back. And
Right.
there was some of them running 7 nights a week, So you
Right.
could, it was, we weren't an expensive act, but we were working 7 nights a week.
You
And
were
that was
working 7 nights
yeah.
a week.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact there was only two, you hadn't to be paying out for
Two
4 or
mouths to
5
feed.
lads,
Yeah.
And we drove the van ourselves, put up the gears ourselves, changed our clothes, did the 2 hours, changed our clothes, took down the gear and loaded it and went home.
Wow. And you're at the end of that kind of shoe band era.
Oh,
which, it was 75 or was it 76? So you had to bring this up. The Miami was the
That's
shoe
right.
band.
Yeah.
Was 75 or
Yeah,
76?
yeah.
Was it 75? I think it was 75.
75.
And that era was that was the
was
death
the
of
end of it,
innocence
yeah.
because you were able to go all around Ireland and
Yeah.
nobody had any problem. Nobody cared what religion you were. Nobody
Oh,
even
no,
asked or
no.
anything like that.
No.
And that horrible incident ended. It was one of those horrible tragedies that kind of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
depressed you so
But,
much
yeah.
that was that you affected by that? You were getting started
not,
those
not in the
guys.
south. It didn't affect the music business in the south at all. It did probably up here in the north.
It just meant you'd think
Yeah.
twice about coming north.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the only time we ever came out then was to do concerts, and when you were doing a concert, it didn't really matter because if you're in a theatre, it was
Yeah.
a lot better than doing a club or something
It's a
like
set
that.
gig, yeah.
Yeah, we started playing the North in 1977. We went professional. We started in 75, went professional in 77.
Right.
And we did our first gig in the North in about 77 in Derry Gunley, I think it was.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd say in Fermanagh.
Aye.
yeah.
And
Start big.
yeah, very important.
Hello,
Very
Derry
important.
Gunley. Derry Gunley is a small place. It's a townland, but is there a hole there?
Yeah, when you have a name like mine, nobody knew what religion you were,
Yeah.
Oh, right. Mick Foster, didn't people
Yeah.
not know? Well, nobody really.
Oh, well, Arlene, she could be related, there you go.
Exactly.
She's from that part of the world, yeah. Of course, yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, yeah,
There
yeah.
you go, you see.
Yeah.
You never know.
And at what point were you able to afford large tattoos on your back? What point was that? When you go. Did you get the large tattoo?
First trip to Newfoundland.
I have a couple of tattoos, and I was mad to get a tattoo, but I was awful cowardly. And so I got Myra, my wife, to get a tattoo first to tell me how sore it was.
All right.
So she said it was all right, so then I went in and I got a couple.
So Myra tested it.
Yeah, she tested it, yeah.
I'm told you have a very large tattoo on your back. Haven't you?
No.
No?
they're fairly small.
Oh, they're
And
two-
along my
two-
back, they're just
two
here and
arms,
here.
Right.
They're Indians, as in Native
As
Americans.
in Native Americans,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be-
And why? What? Just for the crack of it?
I'm obsessed with Native Americans, and
Oh yeah.
we've been to the Battle of Little Bighorn and
Right.
Geronimo's Valley
when the
in
battle was
Arizona.
going
No,
Yeah.
and that kind of carry on, you know.
Right.
All right.
Is that because of, don't take this the wrong way, but my generation would have just been at the tail end of that sort of cowboys and Indians films and
Yeah.
classic films like that?
Oh, he was bananas about Westerners and Western books,
Right.
and you can't get them now. As in,
The kids today, they don't understand a good Western, do they?
no, but even apart from that, you can't get good Western books anymore.
Yeah.
And I read hundreds of Western books and as you say, cowboy films and from Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, you know, up to Clint Eastwood.
And are you sympathetic to the cause of the Native Americans?
Yeah.
Are you interested in the history,
Yeah.
kind of Wounded Knee and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff? You know, and
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
And have you been? You've been and just visited all these places? and
Well, I've
stuff?
visited a few of them now, and Tony and myself used to do an Irish American festival in Cleveland in July, and then Myra and myself would stay over, and we'd fly to Arizona to Geronimo's Valley, or fly to Montana to where the Battle of Little Bighorn was. But it was July, so it was roasting.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
So
were,
you missed the 12th then?
I did, yeah. I did. But I have friends that are...
Because they could have done with the accordion. You know, they're coming very handy in the 12th.
Yeah, but I think we were up here one time, it seems like 100 years ago, and we were after playing on the 11th somewhere in the north of Ireland, and we were heading home, you know, the next morning, and we were just listening in the distance to a fife and drum band, and they were playing Maggie.
Yo,
They were
really?
not.
Yeah.
Did they know they were playing it back?
Probably not. They probably didn't know. But they were.
Right, okay.
So
Well, you see, the thing about
You
Maggie...
should be playing a bunch of time because there's quite a few ladies have lost their virginity on the 11th night.
Well, that's...
On the 12th.
The thing about Maggie, is it called Maggie or is it called Nora? Because
Maggie.
Maggie is the
seen-
original, yeah.
Is it just because of Sean O'Casey that it's Nora?
It
or-
went to Nora from
Sean-
originally was Maggie, and then it went to Nora for the Plough and the Stars.
It's because of the Plough and the Stars.
Sean O'Casey wrote the song Nora to the ear of Maggie for the Plough and the Star.
Because I always got confused.
Yeah.
Because when some people sang it, they would say Nora, and then
Well,
other people sang it was Maggie.
Yeah, Johnny McFly recorded it as Nora.
Yeah.
We recorded it as Maggie.
John McCormack recorded it as Maggie.
Yeah, Maura O'Connell recorded the words of Nora but called it Maggie.
All right, right.
So how
So
confused.
Confucius, he said.
Confucius, he was busy.
It doesn't originate in Ireland, does it? The actual...
No, I think it was written in
Oh,
Canada, wasn't
yeah, I
it?
think
It was written in,
it's
it was written in America or
Yeah,
Canada or
America,
something
yeah.
like that, yeah. As a poem or something, or was it
Yeah,
always
yeah.
a song?
I think
It
so.
was supposed
Yeah.
to be a school teacher wrote about some
Aye.
of his pupils or
Yeah.
whatever.
But it's quite a iconic song, like
Yeah.
it's regarded as,
An awful lot of
as an
American
Irish song,
country
like,
singing, yeah.
effectively, yeah.
Boys, come here. 50 years in business. Be honest. Have you made a few quid? Do you need to keep going, or you just do it for the love of it?
We made an odd few quid, but then we had a row with the taxman here
Oh,
10 or
the-
15 years
and
ago. And,
Oh, yes.
Six
I'm
county
sure those-
taxman or the
oh no,
southern-
our lad below.
Oh, right.
So he.
Because there
Why
was-
do you think I'm living up here?
Because you see, the business you are in, and obviously the whole Noel gang are slightly bit different, but we would pay VAT and tax and everything, and haven't got a cash gig in years. But in those days, would have been a lot of.
Yeah, it would have been,
And
especially.
did you get caught then? Did the boys come on?
Well, our problem was nothing to do with our work. It was to do with royalties
Oh,
from
right.
record sales.
Right.
There was a problem. We were told at the start that anything traditional we played or recorded was tax-free.
Right.
And then after about 4 years, they came back and said, no.
Aye, because
So all of a sudden
Charlie Haughey brought this in, didn't he? That if you were an artist in,
That's right,
yeah.
in the Republic,
Except
that you didn't pay tax, but
If you were a
there was
writer, yeah,
yes,
musician.
yes, if you were deemed an artist,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if you painted
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
but there was a problem with musicians, or
Well,
musicians.
What magicians, what they didn't,
Magicians are different things.
what they didn't clarify was that if you wrote your songs and you were singing your own songs
Yeah,
in a concert, that was fine. But if
Right.
you sang anybody else's songs,
Right. You have
It
to pay
wasn't-
royalty.
That wasn't fine.
it
Right.
wasn't. You
but
were
if it was
taxed.
traditional, was there an
Well,
exemption
yeah, you were
there?
supposed to be able to get, but they decided no. So like you were talking about 4 years tax.
Right.
You have to
All of a sudden,
read the small print, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
we,
must have been
and we didn't read the small. We're getting
Right.
it hard to read the big print.
right. Okay. Is that because basically? I mean, was it just the two of you? You're a two-man band. And that's it. I mean, you have a band now. You have a,
Yeah,
you have a-
yeah.
you have a- but basically, you were a small organisation, and you kind of
Very small organisation, and we paid a guy to look after this,
right.
and he didn't.
Okay.
Right.
That's simple.
Right. Okay. Can we afford any libel insurance? No, we're all right. No, we can.
You're safe enough.
Okay.
He died. He died last year.
Oh, he died last year. He
Yeah.
can't sue. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean that he died last year. I'm very sorry that he died last year. But yeah, but you were. Yeah. Okay.
We weren't a bit sorry.
Okay. so that a slightly serious question is, yeah, okay, maybe you can make a few quid at it, but do you still love it? I mean, can you do it after 50 years if you don't love it, or do you and him go off?
We do.
I have to go to Derry Gonley, or I have to go to, or you go.
See, the bottom line is we were playing music when we were going to school, and we'll play music while we're able. And now the fact that we can go out for 3 or 4 months a year and make a few quid makes it twice as good. But, I mean, I was a traditional musician all my life. You know, the big thing for me is flagpoles and all that, and we're coming to Belfast next year for the All-Ireland flagpole.
Oh, what's coming to Belfast?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be the first man here, like, you know, and the last man to leave.
Do you guys get stick for being too middle of the road and not purist enough, not pure traditional or anything like that? Do you get anything like that, or do
No,
people
not
just
really.
accept you and go?
Yeah, you see, we're so different.
Yeah, you are kind of unique.
Kind of. And, you know, when we look at and we started, as I said, nearly 51 years ago. You can go back 50 years before that, and there was nobody, you know, there was nobody before us. And now, nearly 51 years later, there's no one coming behind us.
Yeah, there's nobody
Of the
doing
same.
of that style.
No.
Yeah.
No, we I suppose, took a leaf out of the Alexander brothers from Scotland, who were doing a piano and an accordion, and they were singing Scottish songs.
Traditional songs.
And that's how we started,
Right.
doing Irish stuff and all that. And then, you know, we branch into everything because Tony is able to sing everything.
It also it moves because like once you got into the British charts, the record company is saying, well, we need a follow up to this,
Yeah.
but we don't need Maggie in the Wood. Like we need something that's going to sell and get played and that, you know. So it moves a bit, but you have to try and, you know, keep it as close to what you can do as you possibly can.
But the music industry's completely changed now. In the
Oh,
old days,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
selling records.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now it seems to be it's all online now.
Yeah,
nobody,
yeah,
yeah.
Where nobody buys a record. So is it the live stuff that keeps you going? I mean,
even the youth who's this world are all out working live now. You
oh
know?
God, love them. Yeah,
Ah,
you too.
it's
Yeah.
sad, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
Everybody's working live now because
Yeah.
that's the way it is, you know. But then I suppose the internet is amazing because there's acts coming into town now selling out the Odyssey and you'd have never heard of them.
Exactly.
But because of
Yeah.
the internet, they're doing that, you know. that's
And
good,
yeah,
yeah.
but if I want to know about Foster and Allen, I can just
That's
click
true,
on
yeah,
and I
it's
can
all
see
there, yeah,
everything
yeah,
you've ever
yeah,
done and see, which is a good thing at the same
It's
time.
no harm.
And if you just Google Mick Foster, you're only going to get 2. Me and a jazz sax player from London.
Is that right?
There's no other Mick Foster on the internet, on Google.
The entire internet.
Yeah.
I
only-
want to disprove that, Dan. There
No.
must be another Mick Foster.
One more.
There's one behind you. Genuinely, there's one behind
Is that
you.
he?
The guy with the headphones on, his name is Michael Foster. Genuinely, he's
Only 2 of us left, you know.
so there's 3.
Well, I
Yeah.
think there's actually another Damon Quinn in the
Is there?
internet, yeah, which I was quite surprised because I
Damon?
always thought my name was pretty unique, you know.
My neighbour in Mount Temple, where I'm from, is Damien Quinn.
No, Damon. It's
Damon. I'm a
Oh.
Damon, you see.
Okay.
I'm a Damon.
Damon
yeah.
Runyon.
I think there's one more Damon Quinn. I think he's a lawyer or something in Australia or something like that.
Well, I checked that out several times, and there's only me and a jazz sax player from London.
Right. Okay.
And so whether that's good or bad, I don't know.
Did you? I've seen the Podge and Rod stuff, and I can remember the Podge and Rod stuff when it was out. Were you guys up for a laugh? Were you cheesed off, or were you?
Oh, no, that
you
was
just
great
got-
crack.
That was
That was
good.
great crack.
Because it was quite rude, some of it.
Ah,
Yes.
It was quite rude.
Yeah.
Podge and Rod, these two southern puppets, they were very funny.
Yeah.
They were very funny, to be fair.
And as I said to us several times, we did loads of shows with them.
yeah.
They said, you know, you walk out there into the audience and they're all going to know you. We can walk out and no one will know us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
of
were
course.
laying on their back, you know.
puppets.
Yeah.
Dustin, the famous turkey.
Yeah, Dustin.
Oh, yeah.
One of the guys from Podge and Rod is a brother of the guy that does Dustin.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And their father was a male nurse in the psychiatric hospital in Mullingar.
Right.
So he went to school in Mullingar, and the first time we did a show with them, they were asking me about the different characters, were they still alive, and I couldn't believe it that he knew so much, and then they said he lived in Mullingar for years.
And they called you. No, they didn't call you. They did a sort of tribute act. They're called Fester and Alien.
Yeah.
And instead of a bunch of time, they sang a bunch of lesbians.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Well, they introduced us to a whole new
Yeah.
young audience, like, you know.
So did you no harm at all?
Oh, no, a bit of harm.
Young lads were going home saying to the parents, you
Who's
know these
Foster and
Foster and Allen guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean do we know them? And also, you know, Podge and Rog are Zig and Zag.
Yes. Yes.
Same two guys.
Yeah.
Did Zig and Zag, did they go to the Eurovision? Zig and Zag?
No, it was
No, Dustin.
It was Dustin the Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin went to the Eurovision.
So that time you boys got a Eurovision song.
I think we're too late.
I know you're not. You not like
I think they said they're not putting in a song this year, so.
What?
No, they're not.
Oh, is this is this Israel? Oh,
Yep.
right. Oh, right. Oh, so Israel are still
Yep.
in
Yeah.
Eurovision. Oh, great. Get controversy on the Give My Head podcast. Yeah, there's a few nations are thinking about it, aren't they?
Yep.
All right. So, okay. So not Eurovision.
No, not for us. No.
And you're still recording, though. You had an album out recently.
Nor the Olympics. We're not going to have anything to do with that.
No,
Give it a
Well,
lot of
and sadly, the Republic of Ireland won't be going to the World Cup anytime soon.
no, but we have a fella from Shamrock Rovers going to the World Cup.
Have you?
The captain of Shamrock Rovers is a lad with a funny name, Roberto something or something.
Right.
And his country team are through to the World Cup.
All right.
Well, it's not the Republic of.
But it's not the Republic of Ireland, no.
Yeah.
It's the second smallest nation
Right.
in the world to qualify for the World Cup.
Right. So you guys said you tour for about 4 or 5 months. You guys then just have 6 months off before or are you working the whole time, or what's the crack at the minute? Can you chill
We
and
do
relax?
bits and pieces, but it would be mostly off.
Tony does bits and pieces, Myra and myself do bits and pieces, but it'll be all
Well, when I
very
say bits and
harmless.
pieces, I mean, do you mean are you golfers? Do you sit
No,
and relax?
no,
Do you
no,
do
no,
anything like that?
No, we
Do
do
you-
a spot
no.
at a concert for somebody.
We do
or something
guest
like that.
guest spots
All
on
right.
someone else's show.
Right.
And would you
But
play
how
down your local, like?
Yeah,
Aye.
and all trad stuff now
Aye. Yeah.
in our local pub.
And you'd go and
But that'd be for God bless you were great. You know, yeah. Much money involved in that. You know?
Yes, yes.
We'll be around next week.
Yeah.
It's not all about money, lads, is it?
Well,
showbiz.
Sammy.
Well, it is when you're the tax man, yeah.
Yeah, that's for certain.
Well, what did David Hull always said to us? There's 2 words in show business. Show business.
Yeah, he was dead right.
He's dead right. He's a good man.
He's a good man, and he told us to not forget about the date in the Opera House.
Oh, what? You're trying
yes.
to plug a show on this? That's disgraceful. How
yeah.
dare you
Disgraceful.
plug your own show
Well,
on the... Are you in the Opera House
You
next
have to
year?
blame David Hull.
and
Oh,
then-
no. This is entirely what the show is for.
The 19th of January.
the
we're in
19th of January.
We're in the Opera House.
You're in the Grand Opera House.
Yeah.
Is it for one night? Or
Aye.
One night
Right,
and
yeah.
one night only.
And then you're in Armagh later on, aren't you? And,
Yeah, the 19th of March, I
You're in
think.
March. And the Opera House, it's one of my favourite venues to
That's
play.
good.
I
It's
just
our
love the
best
Opera
venue
House.
that you could
In the world.
that we do.
In the world.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
You'd love the Opera House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
Opera House or the Pavilion in Glasgow.
right.
Also a great gig, but the Opera
Yeah.
House, I think.
And is that the sort of size of audience, 1,000 seater?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of
That's it.
perfect for you guys. Isn't it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If it's full, it's perfect.
If it's
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
No, it's such
Absolutely.
a gorgeous venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had the privilege of being on the board of trustees for the Opera House for a few years.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just great, and I got to see plays, and I got to see Derek Jacobi's King Lear, and got to see puppetry of the Penis.
I saw ye on stage in the Upper House.
Did you see me on the stage?
On the whole lot, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was great.
Did David Hull get you free tickets, or did you pay?
No comment.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was brilliant.
Good.
I've seen you there a few times actually.
Enjoyed it. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Well, we are there the last week in March. We're on tour all over Northern Ireland. We Give My Head Peace. We do a tour every year, a live show, and then we do bits of telly. But Foster and Allen, 19th of January. And what can an audience expect if they come to see? We're quite lucky. We get an audience who come back year after year after year.
Aye.
But we've to write a. See, this is the thing about musicians that it does my head in. We've to write a brand new show from beginning. We'll write it a couple of weeks before we rehearse it, and we'll do it, and we'll tour it all over around Northern Ireland, and then it's gone. You fuckers can turn up and sing the same bloody thing
Correct.
night after
Yeah,
night after
correct.
night.
And
see, we have to-
Well, Maggie, good.
Yeah, if you
It's
didn't do
unfair.
them, they wouldn't come back the next time.
Be a row, you see.
Yes, that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Thank
But
God.
you see, why can't we do that? Why can't we
And-
just
and
go and
the-
do jokes we
Doesn't
did
work that way. Yeah.
30 years ago? Well, I've done the odd joke I've done 30 years ago. All right, just the odd one.
More than a few the other night, Tim.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, do you not get bored then, guys?
No,
You know?
no, the audience reaction
Yeah.
to the hits is
And is that the throwing underpants onto the stage and stuff like that?
not exactly, no.
Is it not like that anymore?
No.
Was it ever like that?
Never.
Never.
Even when we were, in our 20s and 30s, our audience were still 40, 50 plus.
Right?
So you were younger
So
than
now,
your audience.
now the audience, we think we're getting a younger audience, which was us that's getting older,
Yeah. It's in reverse.
But that's a compliment. They keep coming back.
Yeah,
They really keep coming.
and 2 or 3 generations of the one family.
Yeah.
That's a regular occurrence as well.
Yeah.
And in the south of Ireland now, more so than up here, every town has a hotel that runs shows,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
And the hotel audience, when you get them in a concert situation, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Because they're close to you and they're around you and they're alive,
That's happening more and more.
Well, now,
up here as well.
you can't get a bar now in Belfast that doesn't have a singer in it. But they don't do it right. They put the PA up too loud.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you go into a bar now, and you just
And you
as soon as
can't
the singer
talk.
starts, you can't talk to anybody.
No.
You can't. And every bar for some reason in Belfast has one now.
Yeah,
It must
yeah.
be just part of the whole.
Yeah, but the shows in the hotels are great because it's a sit-down concert.
Yes.
But it's in a hotel.
Yes.
And if somebody wants to drop their parents off, they can drop them off an hour before and they can have a cup of coffee or have their dinner and then come into the show.
Yeah.
And when it's finished, they can go out and wait for somebody, So
And a
it's
lot of people
perfect.
come,
Yeah.
and they have their dinner, and then they do the show and they stay over.
Stay for- oh,
have
wow.
bed and breakfast as well. The dinner, bed and breakfast on the show. So,
Right. Well, because that's happening a lot more with comedians as well. There's
Oh
a lot
yeah,
more
yeah,
comedy gigs
yeah.
in,
Well, those
sort of
gigs I'm
in
talking about,
hotels.
all those hotels would have.
Because let's be honest, they're cheaper than theatres to hire. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
They're cheaper, and they
There
don't
you
have
go.
as many admin people and what
That's
have you,
right, yeah,
and
yeah.
the bar take up, the hotels take problem. Yes, they are cheaper than.
Yeah, that's
theatres.
for certain.
No, I love theatres and all that. Where's your favourite venue you've ever played? You're saying the Opera House
the Opera House.
Pavilion in Glasgow, but you've been all around the world.
Yeah, but still, Glasgow and Belfast are
Really?
two best venues in the
Great
last
audience,
50
great
years.
audience. Dublin audience, great as well,
Right.
Yeah.
But here, if they take to you, and especially Glasgow, if they take to you,
Yeah.
they're
If
a
they don't,
brilliant
you may go
audience.
home.
If they don't, you definitely,
I've heard that, particularly in comedy as well. A lot
Oh,
of people
yeah,
say that
lots.
Glasgow is the best place for a Northern Irish comedian to play in the world. It's
yeah.
outside of Northern Ireland.
You can
it's Glasgow.
actually feel the buzz in the dressing room.
Yes.
And I mean, neither of us turning on or turning off, but you can actually feel the.
It's going to be a
buzz
good
in-
night before you go
Yeah.
out even,
Yeah.
Do you guys have sort of a level of fame and stardom that is kind of, it's not mega, but it was big, and it was, did that affect you at all? How did you feel about, did you get a big head?
Only
for a
thing that
bit?
affect-
Did you think you were going?
The only thing that affected us was the taxman.
Yes. Back to the tax man every time.
He changed the whole. He keeps your ego on the ground.
Certainly does.
Another great thing is, well, for me anyway, I live where I grew up.
Right.
So the guys they go out for a pint with are the lads I went to primary school with.
Right.
Yes, the same guys.
The same guys. And I mean, you better not try and get a swelled head with these boys, because
No.
they remember when you hadn't an arse in your trousers and you were borrowing someone's bike to go to a dance. So
Yeah.
even if you were...
You couldn't get a big head.
No,
and
well,
nice
if you
Holland car
were
go
that
on.
way inclined, you wouldn't be let.
It was one of Dermot Morgan, God rest him, one of his best jokes was why Hitler wouldn't work in Ireland, because he'd be on stage and he'd be ranting and raving, you know, as Hitler, and somebody would just walk in with a pint and go, wee bollocks.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it just wouldn't work.
No.
We wouldn't buy it.
No, I definitely wouldn't.
That's
So
exactly
you did have quite a big level of fame. You're well known now. Your name is still established no matter what. You will sell out the Grand Opera House.
Oh,
won't you?
yeah.
And we do all the time, so hopefully now this won't put a damper on it. You know?
Have you?
Tell the tax
If
man
we
it's not
don't,
fair.
of course, it's going to be your fault.
Yeah, definitely.
No. There'll definitely be a sellout now. Tony, have you ever fallen out with him?
I was going to ask that. I mean,
have you
have you
ever fallen
Us?
out?
No, we've never even
You
had.
must have had.
We've never had an argument.
Never had an argument.
Not even
Oh,
an
come
argument.
on.
I swear to God, yeah.
We've been ready to kill each other.
I strangled him last week, for fuck's sake. I had a row with him yesterday.
We never had an argument in since '67.
Really?
No,
We didn't have one then either.
no. We've not an argument.
What?
The
You've never fought over women or anything like that? Or?
No, to be honest, two of them. She'd have a sister, or a mother, or whatever.
All right.
But
Or a
no,
brother.
you see, the only thing most acts could argue about like us would be about songs.
Yes.
Well, that would never happen with us because I can't do what he does and he can't do what I do.
Right.
So why are you going to argue about? The other thing is money.
Yes.
So when we started, every pound we got, 10 shillings was mine and 10 shillings was his.
Yes.
So where's the
There's
argument?
nothing left to argue with them.
Yep. Absolutely.
They're the two important
Yep.
things. You know.
Well, that's.
Well, we've argued with other people, like, you know, record companies and.
Oh, we're not
promoters
placid by any
I was
means.
going to say,
Ah,
you
yeah,
know, 'cause
no.
you don't strike me as placid. I mean,
No.
some people might describe your music as kind of sedate, middle of the road
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're not placid. You're not.
No.
We'd fight with our fingernails, but not with each other.
Yeah. Because it is a tough business to survive, and there are some sharks out there.
Oh, full of them. Full of them. They're 10 a penny.
As you have discovered.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But you look,
It's
you
a
live
funny
in
old
there.
business, but it doesn't seem to change. The same problems pop up all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Fellas trying to cut you, things like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's still show
You
business.
wise up after a bit, you know, after 50 years.
I was going to say after 50 years,
Yeah.
you just kind of go, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it all, lads. You know, don't try
Yeah.
to fleece
No,
me.
no,
don't
wasting
try
your
to
time,
skid
lads.
me, don't try to, yeah.
No.
And do you still have the green suit, the green suits that you
Yeah,
appeared
I
on
still
top of
have
the
them.
pub?
Tony has, but I
It
don't.
wouldn't fit me. My son, who's 40 now, 42, he put on one day and it fitted him all right. But
Right.
it
42?
Yeah, it most certainly wouldn't fit me now. It's
My trousers wouldn't go around my leg now at this stage.
I saw you on with Tommy Tiernan. How was that?
Oh,
great,
great
man.
crack, yeah.
Tommy's good, isn't he?
Ah, very good.
brilliant.
We toured Australia for the same promoter as Tommy.
Right,
And we did several radio things with him and Hector
right.
over the
And
years.
Hector's
we
a
knew
fan
him
as
well.
well.
Yeah, we did stuff in
Yeah.
Australia with him as well. And we had good crack, and there was an odd bit of bad language just in the course of the chat. And they left it in the show, like, you know.
Right. Because you boys aren't known for that.
No.
You don't
no.
do any bad language on.
Oh,
Not-
not
not
on
on
stage, oh
stage,
Lord, no.
Oh, no,
We have
no,
plenty
no.
of it off stage.
Use enough of it.
Oh, do you? Are you effing and blading off
Oh,
stage?
No, we could, yeah.
Ah, chippers. You're on the Give My Head podcast. Feel free here, by the way. You know.
Myra says she's nearly gone bananas, you know, with me driving.
Right.
Because, you know, every lad that does anything wrong, I'd be
Oh, yes.
using bad language.
Oh,
you
you're
know.
a road rager, are you?
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
Kind of. And if a lad drives out in front of me, or if a lad doesn't go on quick enough and the light goes green, I'd be shouting, do you need a effing particular shade or what,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yep. Same as my father.
Yeah.
The only time he got angry was road rage.
Yeah.
Bastard.
They drive you bananas.
Ah. People who park in yellow boxes, right?
Oh,
See them.
Lord. That's
I
a
bring back kneecap and those bastards.
Yeah, that is for certain.
Oh, yeah.
Lord, that is for certain.
That and
then you can't go forward or back, and
yeah.
oh, look at
Or people who you let out and you let them out and they don't indicate or give you
yeah,
a wee wave.
yeah, that's
I'm
more
sorry.
of it. That is more of it.
Find their address,
Yeah.
slash their tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't have that.
Definitely, we could write a list, and
Yes.
most of it would be on mine, would be on yours.
And finally, people with personalised number plates.
Well, we don't have them down the south, you see, so
You-
we
oh, you
don't
don't
know.
have- you-
No, we
you
can't
don't
have
write
them.
Not in the south, no.
All
I don't have one here either, so.
All right, okay.
No, we have to do with our with
Whatever they give you.
the year.
Oh,
you
right,
know,
that's it. The year, the county, and the
Aye.
county in the middle of it.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
We Myra's car is a RAV4, and it's 241
Right.
WH for Westmeath, and then 216. So the 24 is
The year.
is the year, and the 1 is from January to July. After July is 24 too,
Right.
but there's no
That's very
personal
boring.
lines.
So you don't personalise number
No.
plates down south?
No.
See, and people want to be united with you lot.
Yeah,
don't know what the
I
hell they're
know.
thinking.
What's going to happen then?
Well,
They won't be able to bring their
well,
personalised
you
plates
see,
down.
well, that's it.
That's the first
It's another
problem.
reason not to have a united Ireland.
That's the first problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Some
You
chance.
boys aren't very political, sure you aren't.
No,
okay.
we're not.
So I can I find the Foster and Ireland want the united Ireland.
Foster Donnelly couldn't care less.
Oh, Foster and Ireland couldn't care less about a united Ireland.
No, because years ago when we started doing the North first, someone said to me, why would you be bothered going up there, and all this kind of carry on? And I used to say, well, look, an orange pound is as good to me as a green one.
There you go.
And now it's worth more.
No, it's worth
Yeah.
more.
An orange pound is as good as a green one.
Yeah.
Well, that's
There you
very
go.
so because there were a lot of Southerners who don't come up here. at
Oh,
all.
no.
They don't even know where we are.
No.
They don't like us. And they don't, I
And
don't
they'd be
know.
terrified, you see, to hear the rubbish on the
Yeah.
news. And
But do
You
you
know.
guys go down south?
Well, funny enough, when Give Me Head Peace was big, we were famous. So we used to be quite famous down south, and we were get recognised around Dublin and stuff like that. Now we.
But Dublin isn't really down south,
Well, that's true. We're doing a few gigs next year when the Give Me Head Peace tour.
We'll go Lisdoon, Varn or somewhere.
We did we're doing Letterkenny, we're doing Castle Blaney, and we're
Oh, right,
doing Dunleary. So we did Dunleary
Dunleary's
last
lovely.
year.
Oh, yeah.
We did
Lovely
Castle
gig, yeah.
Blaney,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
lovely.
Well, you guys would remember Dublin in the rare
Yeah,
time. though.
Absolutely.
aye,
Right. I mean, it has totally changed.
Oh, yeah.
Even from
completely.
when we used to go, like, or when I used to go,
Yeah,
like.
but I mean, even in the 60s, like you had a load of great cabaret. You had the Bremer Rooms and Clontarf Castle, and they all put on a act for a week at a time,
Mm-hmm.
And then you had all the cabaret lounges like like a Paddy Reilly and all them boys. They all did maybe 2 gigs a night
Right.
Yeah.
in Dublin. Traveling from one side to the other.
The one thing Dublin has kept, which is good, is they've still got good barmen.
All right.
You
Yeah.
know, they
Yeah.
still have great bar staff.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
It's a bit of pride in their
Yes.
bar staff. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas it's kind
Are
of.
you thinking of certain bars in Belfast where
Oh,
you'd
Lord.
stand for 15 minutes while a barman makes one bloody cocktail?
Yes, exactly.
Some
Yeah.
bloody-
I've
Or they'll stand round the corner looking at each other's tattoos.
yeah. Well, the
lovely.
You know, and
Yeah.
looking on their phones.
the bar staff, most places have perfected the art of ignoring you.
Yes.
Yes.
They have. What's the first thing they learn?
Yes.
Walk out, walk along behind the bar, and walk in, but don't.
Yes.
you're not, they probably can't see you.
Yes.
Don't even ignore you. Like,
But we were in Dublin last weekend, and I mean, we were in, what was it, Jones's, was it? We were in there.
Can't
What was
remember the
it?
name.
We were in- But we were in, I think it was the one that Peter O'Toole used to go to.
All right.
And bar staff are on you immediately.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
what do you have? Even the bars, absolutely
packed.
bone. This was like
Yeah.
a Saturday night. Bars bone. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? And they're on it, Whereas, most of the bars in Belfast are no, even when they're empty.
This is an old man rant, but yes, I agree with him. 100% agree with you,
Yeah.
David Quinn. So, lads, you've got this certain age. Are you going to retire? You're going to keep going? You said you're going to.
The only,
Well,
we're,
you
the only
know,
we're
you
definitely
know.
going to do is some of the days we'll die.
We'll
That'll be the end of
we'll
it.
Don't be like
freewheel
that.
we'll freewheel along until one of us kick the bucket,
Right.
and then the other lad'll have one great year on his own.
Yes.
Tell them
And
the
then
story.
that's it.
Is that what we're going to do?
You call it Foster or Allen.
Whichever.
No, you won't. You'll be going for years.
How will we do our best?
Keep going as long as we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have shared the bill with some big names though over the years.
We did, and we did television with some big names over the years.
Who did you
Anybody stand out in there?
Rolf Farris.
Oh, right.
How's that for a
Oh,
start?
good lads. Bring up some controversy finally. What was he like? Was he lovely or was he a feckin' creep and a...
No, 100% with
really
us, and sang a couple of songs with us. And
He actually joined in. We were doing a spot, and he came over and joined in. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
with
a
his,
live
with
show,
his,
you know.
with his
Did you
board.
do? Or
Yeah,
or
whatever
Weber
it
board?
was.
Is it
Aye,
Weber
aye.
board? Yeah.
And Roger Whittaker we did stuff with.
Roger.
Yeah.
That's him. The last farewell.
He did a bit of whistling for you then,
He
yeah?
did, yeah.
The Seekers we did
we
stuff
did
with.
show the Secrets,
Yeah.
You did a bit of telly across the water, like you did.
Oh, aye.
a bit of telly.
Yeah, we did a lot.
We did.
Tell a story about being brought to a gig in a Rolls Royce and coming back. And
Oh, that was in England.
that was in England.
Yeah.
What happened there? Was it?
Well, they wanted us to do this particular gig in a particular place in London, which was a dance venue. And we held out and held out. We knew it wasn't going to be suitable. But eventually, you know, they got the better of us by offering us plenty of money. So we said, oh, fair enough, we'll do it. So the bottom line was the mayor's at the airport in a Rolls Royce, and
In a Rolls
Raw
Royce.
was in and all this carry on, and the gig, as we said it was going to be, wasn't great. And they brought us back in, what was it, Datsun 120Y or some of them yours. So it was a different story coming on,
what was that?
but we got paid, and that's
Was
how
that
that
song
mattered.
3 and they go, cancel the Rolls Royce?
Yeah,
Cancel the
yeah,
Rolls Royce. Bring up the dancing.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
so
you
we,
told them in advance. You see, that's
Yeah.
people don't know what they're talking
No.
about. People, you should
No.
trust the acts who know.
yeah,
You know.
you'd know where you were,
You know. You go
Well,
into a room
yeah.
immediately.
yeah.
You're going to have a good
But
gig.
but
bad
everything,
gig.
if everything is a dance, you know, 3-4 nights a week for the round of the year is dances, and they want to be in a concert, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
No, unless it's U2 or
Yeah, you-
or Status Quo or something like that. But lads like us, not going to work.
Have you worked with you two?
We did a TV show one time on
From the
Bono,
concert hall
Yeah, it was an awards
in
night,
Dublin.
Right.
Yeah.
but never.
Never had anything to do with them.
One
no.
of them did a great show on RTE about the show bands.
All right.
Was it the drummer?
Larry Mullen.
Yeah, maybe one of you two lads. He did a story of the show band scene.
Right.
So did Ardlo Hanlon. He did a.
Ardlo Hanlon.
series.
Did I was going to say, I've seen Ardlo Hanlon.
Yeah, well, this was pretty much the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I sold a guitar to the Edge. To the Edge, yeah, at an auction. Well,
Oh.
yeah, I did.
It
Genuinely
wasn't
sold
your guitar.
No, it wasn't mine. It was
Oh.
a Loudon guitar. It was at an
okay.
auction, and I sold the
Yeah,
guitar
yeah.
to him.
Oh, you were the
I
auctioneer?
was the auctioneer.
Ah, good
so,
man. Fair play.
I was the auctioneer, and somebody had the temerity to bid against the Edge.
Aye.
And I stopped the bid, and there was a guy putting his hand up and turned, and I said, "You're bidding against the Edge." I think I didn't check it on Wikipedia, but I think he's worth about 350 million quid.
Oh, at least, yeah.
You keep going, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did, the Edge says I'm very funny, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
As does the current king.
To the current king. You've done any royal gigs, have you?
No.
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 You see, they are Chuckies. I knew it. They were pretending they don't want a United Ireland. They're Chuckies.
Done the West Belfast Festival.
No.
No.
We're never
No.
asked.
Well, I think that needs to be fixed.
That's the only reason that we didn't do any of these.
Right.
Nobody asked us to
Right.
do them.
Well, look, we're delighted we asked you
we're
because
delighted
you
you
are,
asked
you are the probably the first musical act that we have spoken to, and I love my music, and I'm delighted. I grew up with Foster and Alan.
Whether you liked it or not.
Well, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say to us, you know, we grew up listening to you. We go around with me granny and granddad in the car, and they had you on all the time. So that they mightn't have liked us, but it grew on them, you know.
Put them
what?
off us for that.
Yeah, it got ingrained in them.
Yeah, and you know what? There will be loads of people in the Grand Opera House on the 19th of January.
Yes,
That's the one,
To see
yeah.
That's
Foster
the
and
one.
Alan, the
That is
19th
the
of
one.
January. There are tickets still available, but there
Yeah.
will be a full house. I
Well,
promise you.
hopefully, fingers crossed and legs crossed, and you want it crossed.
I
But
don't doubt it.
Gents, thank you very, very much for coming the whole way from Lurgan.
Oh, yeah.
The whole way from Mullingar.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, and thank you to listening to this episode of the Give My Head podcast. Thank you very much to our sponsor, Phoenix Energy. If you like the podcast, like and subscribe and follow us and say nice things. And once again, thanks very much to Phoenix Energy. And one more time, thank you very much to Foster and Alan.
Thank you.
No, Alan and Foster. Foster and Alan.
That's it.